Hello everyone, this is day 5, question 2 of our Leetcode activity. Sort colors. Given an array nums with an object colored red, white or blue, sort them in place so that objects of same color are adjacent with the colors in the order red, white, blue. We will use the integers 0, 1, 2 to represent the colors red, white, blue respectively. You must solve this problem without using library's sort function. So we can't use our C++ sort function. So what exactly is this question? This question is nothing but we are given an array which contains elements 0, 1 and 2, and we have written that array sorted. That is all the zeros first, all the ones then, and followed by at last all the twos. So we will use a famous approach for this problem, which is known as Dutch natural flag algorithm. So how does that work? First of all, we declare three pointers: low, mid, and high. So low and mid are initially set to our first element or first index, and high is set to our last index. Now we perform this while loop until and mid mid is less than equal to high. Okay, so first of all we need to check our value. What value does mid point to? Right now green is the mid one, red is the high, and black is low. So mid is pointing to the value 2. So here you can see if mid is pointing to 2, we swap nums mid comma nums high and we decrement high. So we need to swap mid and high. So mid right now mid is 2 and high is 0. So mid will become 0, this will become 2, and we decrement our high. Now where is the mid pointing? Mid pointing at 0. So when mid points to 0, swap nums low and nums mid, low plus plus, mid plus plus. So right now they are pointing to the same element, so swap doesn't make any sense, or it will remain the same, and we just increment our low and mid. Again this is 0, so again we will increment our low and mid. Now again our mid is pointing to 2, so and our high is pointing to 1. So if it is pointing to mid, we'll swap our mid and high. So mid will become 1, high will become 2, and we'll decrement high. Yes, now our mid is pointing to 1. So we'll just increment mid. Right now you can see mid is equal to high. So this loop will run one last time as mid is pointing to 1. So mid will be incremented here, and as the mid surpasses high, this while loop will stop, and we have actually got our final answer. As you can see, we have sorted all the zeros at first, then all the ones at following the zeros, and at last all the twos. And this is the implementation. So implementation is fairly simple, as I have explained. The algorithm is that if so we declare low, mid, high. Low is 0, mid is 0, high is num size minus 1. This is mid, low, and mid point the first element, and high points the last element. If mid is equal to 0, swap nums low and nums mid, low plus plus, mid plus plus. So we increment those. Else, if nums is equal to 1, just mid plus plus, and swap mid and high if nums mid is equal to 2, and just decrement high. And following this algorithm, you will sort the array in place if you have just elements 0, 1, and 2. So this will work for any three elements, but only three elements. So value of that elements does not matter, but you can't increase the number of elements or decrease the number of unique elements, not number of elements but number of unique elements. So this will work for 2, 4, 5. You have to just uh, swap out the numbers in this algorithm correctly, and that's it. This is how you this is how you solve the question. So sort colors. Thank you.